Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins was released in 2009. This is directed by Brian Levant. It's written by Daniel Altiere and Stephen Altiere, and we have a cast including Kate Melton as Daphne, Hayley Kiyoko as Velma, Robbie Amell as Fred, Frank Welker is the voice of Scooby, and Nick Palatas as Shaggy. And I have to say, he got the voice of Shaggy perfectly. It was just fabulous. My highlight of the film is the voice of Shaggy because it was just so brilliant. Everybody gave really good performances. I think the characters were pretty decent and what I'd kind of expect from them. In general, it's okay. It's not the greatest Scooby-Doo film ever. It's not even the greatest live-action Scooby-Doo film ever, but it's still pretty decent. The Scooby Gang are at school, and they get into a bit of trouble because there's a prank with some ghosts and they get the blame for this, but they realise that something's up. So they decide to team up and investigate and try and solve the mystery. And there we have the gang formed together. And in general, as a narrative, it works well enough. It's relatively interesting. It's not the most fascinating story, but for a group of kids at high school, it works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fine. By no means is it ever going to be my favourite Scooby-Doo story. And it certainly isn't as spooky and fun as a lot of Scooby-Doo stories. But it's okay. It works well enough. With regards to the characters, as I said, they are all very, very decent. They're very well written. They do feel like Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy and Scooby. And as I said, Nick Palatas as Shaggy. Just great performance, but the voice in particular was just perfect. Absolutely loved it. Scooby looks brilliant. I really like the design of Scooby. And in general, there's nothing about it that doesn't work. If you're an existing Scooby-Doo fan, I think you'll find it to be a fun, pretty relaxing, it's not a particularly intense film, relaxing way to enjoy the gang in a new story when they're a little bit younger. And in general, it's absolutely fine. If you're brand new to Scooby-Doo, if you've yet to explore any Scooby, I'd say don't start with this. But if you do want to check it out for whatever reason, maybe you're a fan of somebody in the cast, then you'll be able to follow it. Absolutely, you'll be able to follow it. You don't need any prior knowledge. But I would just say, because it's by no means the strongest Scooby film, it's probably not the best place to start. But if you wanted to, absolutely can. Basic concept, a group of friends are trying to solve a mystery and there's a dog. And that's all you really need to know about Scooby and the gang. So, in general, I thought it was okay. As a one-time watch, Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins is not a bad experience. It's pretty good fun, quite an easy watch, really good performances. I think the characters are very well written. They're pretty much what I expected from those characters. And the voice of Shaggy, well, Shaggy is a live-action character, but the voice that Nick Palatas used was just absolute perfection. And Scooby is a CGI dog, and he looks really good. Really enjoyed it. So no complaints at all. Can't imagine I'd watch it again. I am aware that there is a sequel, Scooby-Doo Curse of the Lake Monster. I haven't looked to see if it's on any of the streaming sites. I might buy that one as well. I might rent that one because I quite enjoyed the first film. So maybe I'll watch that one at some point soon. And for now, I'm quite happy to recommend Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins.